Okay, hey guys, and welcome to my second YouTube video. But this video, it's gonna be a beginner tutorial for how to loop if you want to start playing Dead by Daylight. Looping is something you need to know how to do. So like take this pallet for example. So looping is where, say if the killer's right at this tree and I'm at this pallet, and the killer follows me behind, then I keep running around this until he slowly catches up to me. And if the killer's like right about to hit me when I'm on the pallet, then I drop the pallet, which puts distance between me and him. So this is a pretty good loop, but some loops are definitely better than others. Oh no, I'll come show you an unsafe loop. But some loops are unsafe for two different reasons. Like take this loop for example. This side is very great. You can run around this side like all day long. But this other side is not safe at all. The killer, say if he was right there and I was about to vault this pallet, all he would have to do is like a simple mind game. He'd just fake going this way and then run around this way and then he'd get me. Now let me try to show you I'll try to take you to like a really unsafe loop, which is I think Armin does have one. Oh yeah, this is unsafe. This is unsafe. Like this side is decent, but this side it's the same thing with that rock that was over there. This side is he just does a simple mind game and then he gets me. But oh yeah, something I want to show you with pallets. So there's this thing called the pallet vacuum. That's like, say if I was running, and like see right there, when I get to this snow right here, I can't fall down the pallet. But when I get past the snow, then I can. Or running. But as for when I'm not running, I can do it right here. And see how I just like snap into place. That is called the pallet vacuum. When you get a snap into place. So that's why usually when that's what pros will do is they'll stop holding shift and then I accidentally pressed the wrong button. And so what pros will do is they'll stop holding shift and then they'll do that. I'm still trying to get good at pallet vacuuming. But this loop, oh, this is a TNL. Actually, I wasn't planning on showing it, but I probably should. Okay, so a TNL is very simple. You want to loop on this side, and then try to loop it clockwise. But if the killer tries to put you counterclockwise, then it's best to try to leave, because if you're running this way, then he'll just come around the wall and he'll either you go for the window and he hits you, or you can just make distance. And unless if there's another loop nearby, like this one, then you probably won't. You'll probably just get hit. So there's another. Oh, the killer's nearby. Oh, don't worry about the killer. That's my alt Xbox account. Oh, I probably should show you how to loop Shack. Where's Shack? Okay, now Shack is a very powerful loop. The only downside is you can't see the killer through some walls, like this one and that one over there. But when you come to Shack, you wanna come through this door, and then you wanna vault this window, and you just wanna keep going through there, unless if the killer's gonna backtrack. If you see the killer like come too close to the window towards it would hurt him to backtrack, then you run through it, and then you vault it again, and you just keep doing this until the window gets blocked. Now, the reason why whatever you do not fast vault unless if you're in a chase. The reason why I'm fast vaulting is because this is a tutorial video and I'm trying to show you how to loop. But the best thing to do is if you're not being chased and you want to go through a window, just slow vault it. The reason why is because if you fast vault when you're not in a chase, that gives the killer a notification. And obviously you don't want to give the killer notifications on where you are. Okay, next. Oh, pallets like these, try to save them for the end game. These are what are known as God pallets. And God pallets are if the killer cannot just simply go around it. Like good loop. Oh yeah, like see, like this loop, the killer has to. He can just simply run around this and start chasing you again. But as for with this god pallet, it would actually waste more of his time if you were to run out, vault the window, and then try to run back. And so which means that they have to break it. Again, these are really powerful, and save these for the end game or when you need to pull off a clutch situation. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, I want to show you how to pallet fake. Actually, I'll show you how to window fake first. Faking is something that could actually help you out a lot. It could save me a couple times in chases. Actually, in one of the later clips, I do use a window fake to my advantage. So how window fake goes is you run at the window and then you run towards it for a little bit and then you back away, which the killer will swing and then he won't be able to hit you. But you don't want to window fake if he's too close to you, because if he's too close, even if he lunges and you fake it, he'll still hit you. So always try to keep him a little bit of a ways away from you when you window fake. And I think that's pretty much it for the mechanic. Okay, so now I'm going to play a couple chases, or I'm gonna play 2 chases, or show 2 games that I had for so that'll show you. I use some of the tactics that I showed you in this video, or in this segment. Hey guys, and now here are the 2 games that I was telling you about. So here I'm being chased by Ghostface. I'm injured, and here he's gonna come around there. So see which side look at which side the killer is gonna come around. If he came around this side, then I would run the other way. If he came around that side, which he did, I ran this way. And sometimes it's better to just pre-drop the pallet and not try to stun the killer, because like right there, I probably would have gotten hit if he did, or if I did try to greet it, or who knows, maybe I could have greeted it. It's always about judgment. If you're not comfortable with trying to greet it, then I don't recommend you try to greet it. Okay, now here I know that I said try to get into Shaq from this window or from this door, but since I was on the other side of that pallet when he broke it, I decided to run around and run through this door instead. Oh, now I made that because I have a perk called Resilience right here, and what it does is if you're injured, it gives you a boost on everything, or I think nearly every action, like doing a generator or vaulting a window. And I also have another perk called Lithe that gives me a speed boost whenever I vault anything. So if you're ever in a situation like that, use the distance to your advantage. Sorry about that. Always take advantage of distance whenever you can, or make as much distance as you can, because now he has to run all this way and waste more of his time just to come get me. Again, it's better to just pre-drop the pallet if you're not comfortable. And since oh yeah, one thing I think I forgot to tell you, always wait to see if the killer, or wait for their animation to see if they're gonna break the pallet. Like if they put their leg up, or if Nurse puts her arm up, then like right there I saw that his leg was about to lift up, so I knew he was gonna start breaking the pallet. Okay, here's a good example of a window fake that I told you about earlier. Again, I run to the window and then I run around, which causes him to miss it, and then because of Resilience I vault the window and then he misses again. Okay, unfortunately, I did accidentally lead him to the Claudette, which she's Death Hook, by the way. I didn't realize this in the game. There's actually both Claudettes were here, but unfortunately, he did Mori the Claudette, which it's not always your fault, because like me, I guess it was my fault, but I didn't mean to get the Claudette killed. But here is the end game of this is the same game with the same Ghostface. So he hooks the Dwight. And I knew that Ghostface was gonna see my scratch marks, so then I just decided to make as much distance as possible. But of course, the killer's gonna camp, which all killers in silver rank do this. At the time I was playing this game, I was in silver rank, and you know, silver rank killers they'll camp and tunnel if they need to. Okay, so right here, luckily I did manage to he does come around from there, but I do get the pallet on him. Okay, now he did double back, but watch right here. So I know that it's safe to vault that window because I don't see his red light behind me. So I knew that, and even if he was coming around this way, I could just run the other way with Lythe, or I could either run through him and get the save. Which he broke the pallet, which actually ended up was being a mistake. And then somehow he hit the Dwight. Always go for the person that's unhooking when you're on a hook, because if he hit me, he probably would have gotten a kill. It would either have been me or Dwight if he hit me, but luckily we both managed to escape. Okay, usually I don't condone teabagging, but in this case, the killer was camping Dwight, so I don't blame him. Okay, so now this is a different game against Chucky, or if you don't, I think in the movies her name is Tiffany, which is Chucky's girlfriend. Now, even though I think I have like somewhere over 100 hours in this game, I think 30 hours on Steam, 100 hours in total, but I did make a big mistake right here, and that's not checking which side the killer was going to come from. I just assumed the killer would have backtracked, which ended up, and that was all luck. That was just me in a panic. If the killer had just waited a second, then she would have hit me. And again, I make as much distance as possible because I'm on the other side, or I'm on the other side of the pallet, so the killer has to either break the pallet or run around it, or run around the other side of the loop, which gives me time to make distance. So I abuse that distance and I bring her all the way over here. Okay, again, I pallet stun the killer and then I make more distance. So I think, yeah, right here, in this game, it's all about who can outpredict who. So I thought that the killer was gonna think that I would go this way, which I actually ended up being right. The killer did think I was gonna go that way. So I do the same thing here. And since the killer hit the locker, I knew that she would have a bit of a stun, which allowed me to get to the pallet. Now, sometimes killers do have perks like this, like two can play, which will blind you. But if you know the loop decently well, then you should be able to navigate it, even if you're blind. Okay, so right here, I did get outplayed by the killer. Don't worry, it happens. It's just part of the game. You will get outplayed at some point in the game. So I'm not gonna show the rest. The rest of the game is pretty basic. I had to sacrifice myself so my other teammates could leave. But one thing I do want to say before I get out is it's another good tip is watch other content creators other than me, because my videos are literal piles of crap. There's one YouTuber, his name is Demi, and if it was not for him or him and his videos, I would not even be making this video. I probably wouldn't even be playing this game. So fair warning, Demi is not at all kid friendly, so watch with caution or censorship. I will give you a kid-friendly option, and his name is Kaido. Kaido does. I've never heard him swear in his videos, and he gives really good advice. Another killer that, or not killer, I think he's a killer main, but another YouTuber, Otsudarva, he's also gives really good advice. I'll link all their channels in the description. But if you're, so Otsudarva does swear little, but it's not like, he's 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 definitely, he's like PG-13. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I still don't know how to do an outro, and bye.